What's going on, guys? Name's Jake. I'm here again today. It's just another day. Another day that I need to own. I need to do everything in my body to do the things that I want to do. Because it's as simple as if you want to have a good life, then you need to have a good day. And you need to have good consecutive days. So that's doing the right things. And again, I don't know what the right things are, but I think I have an idea of what's better than not, if that makes sense. So it's better to drink lots of water than it is to not drink lots of water. It's better to eat a healthy diet than it is to not eat a healthy diet. It's better to get 8 hours of sleep than it is to not get 8 hours of sleep. So again, it's a matter of waking up every morning. I try to get up around 8 in the morning, and I'm just as guilty as everybody else of hitting that snooze button and wanting to continue hitting that snooze button. But I know that if I do continue, then I'm cheating myself, and the longer that goes on, the more I'm going to be upset with myself. So it's a matter of realizing that, and it's a matter of overcoming that, and then just doing that. And every day it'll get easier, So, I don't want to talk a lot about habits. I think the talk of habits is overdone. But again, one of my favorite books that I've read of recent is by Aubrey Marcus, who is the owner of Onnit, human optimization company and supplement company and fitness company. And the book is called Own Your Day, Own Your Life. And we're referred to, or I don't know if Aubrey is the one that refers to us as sophisticated house plants or complex house plants, but that's all we really are. We need food, we need water, and we need sunshine to survive, and we need shelter from the elements. So if we continue to do these things every day, then we have no choice but to grow as individuals. So yeah. Topic I wanted to kind of talk about today, and I think it is one of the most important things to focus on throughout our days is breathing. And just breathing right and breathing properly. A lot of times when we're sitting down and we're working on something, and we tend to have short, shallow chest breaths. We're watching TV. It's short, it's shallow. It's not deep. What we want to do is we want to breathe to the base of our spines and do our, I believe, the perineum. That spot that's just at the bottom of our beings, in between our legs, at the bottom of our body cavities. We want to breathe in. We want to feel that area. We want to feel our whole diaphragm pulling down, expanding, breathing in as much air as we possibly can. And breathing out. And this causes us to, enter a more calm state. It lowers our heart rate. It allows us to make more less, what's the word I want to use? Impulsive decisions, I think. When we breathe kind of sporadically and we are in that higher state of stress and that lower frequency of the fear state, we tend to make decisions based on that. But if our body is oxygenated and we're then more aware of our breath, we're more mindful, we move up in our frequency, our state of being, and we're then able to make more conscious decisions of making that right decision. And it's easy to forget, guys. Like I have known about the breath and known about it as being our I believe it's the first thing to master in our state of being. You know, breathing properly. I lost my train of thought, but anyways, it's so easy to forget. So easy to forget. We can sit there and be mindful of our breath and be in a meditation, our eyes closed, focusing on our breath, and that thought comes in that distracts us, and once again we're back in that shallow chest breathing of where we're not breathing deeply anymore. So easy to forget. But I do believe that it is one of, if not the most important thing we can focus on in today's day-to-day is our breath. What do they say when you're upset? You know, they say just breathe. What do they say when you're angry? Just breathe. You know, it slows everything down around us. You master the breath, guys, time slows down. You're then able to maneuver through life in a more methodical way. You're able to then, I myself, I struggle to find certain words sometimes. And in the past, you know, a lot of anxiety if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I stumble on a word, I can then automatically, oh no, my breath becomes more shallow, and then I worry even more about finding that word. When nowadays I struggle finding a word, I just slow down, and there it is, you know. So don't let other people be accountable for you, you know. Don't let, I used to think that I needed a gym partner or a coach or something along those lines in order to stay accountable for the things that I wanted to do in my life. When really we need to be accountable for our own lives. I think making these videos for myself is something that's going to keep me accountable. You know, again, health is super important to me, but I've fallen off many times. Just last year, you know, I had a very, very, very busy summer with working. I was generally waking up around 7 a.m. every morning, getting ready, and getting out and about. Here's a little sneak peek of my van, guys. That's what I do. Squeaky detail. Get up, I'd be gone, be traveling around from car to car. Sometimes I wouldn't get home till 9 p.m. that night. And, you know, working out was one of the last things I wanted to do, but I know I was pretty physically active that day. But there have been times in my life where I go months without going to the gym. There have been times in my life where I go months of continuously eating fast food. There are times in my life where I go months of not getting the appropriate amount of water into myself, you know? And the longer we go, say, of eating fast food, those months, the easier it is to keep on with doing those or not doing those things. So if we want to then make a change, we have to hold ourselves accountable. And again, I think making these videos is going to hold me accountable. I think my relationship with God, with Jesus, is holding me accountable. I think about it right when I wake up. And again, it's not about being a fan. It's about being a follower. You know? Do I just admire people that are doing the good every day, or do I want to be like these people that are doing what I want to be doing every day? I want to be doing these things that I want to be doing every day. I don't want to just think about them. I want to do them. I want to wake up first thing, get some water in me, a little movement in me. It's wintertime right now and the sun's gone and can't necessarily get as much sunshine as I want, which is why, supplementing is important. Getting our vitamins is important, especially now during this pandemic. Vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, all your vitamins, all your minerals. Super important now more than ever. In the wintertime more than ever. Moving every day. Seeing family when we're able to see family. My niece and my nephew spent the night at Grandma and Grandpa's, my parents, last night. And I could have stayed home, and I love my alone time. I'm a hermit. I could have stayed home, but no, I want to be a part of these kids' life. I want to be with my family. So, I just went over there and ended up having a really good time. And as I was leaving last night, my niece said, "Are you coming back in the morning?" And I didn't plan on it at the time, but she wanted me to. So I said, "Of course I'm going to come back in the morning." And I did. And instead of sleeping in, I woke up, and I went over there and I had a good time again. We ate breakfast and chatted, and then I ended up coming back home and getting ready for work. I had one car today. One car to do today. Now I'm back from doing that car, and I know I need to go get dog food for my dogs, so I'm going to go to Costco. I know I want to go to the gym and do some legs, so I'm just going to do it. Because I know that the more consistently that I do these things and the more consistently that I keep up with these things, the more likely it is for me to continue these things, guys. So again, not only am I doing this to hopefully reach some people, majorly, I'm doing this for myself. We have to do things for ourselves. And at the same time, be selfless. So, maybe I'm contradicting myself, and that's okay. Because I think just talking like this is good. It's healthy. It's like journaling, So, I'm just getting my words that are in my head, I'm getting them out there. Instead of keeping them in. And as a lot of times, us men, we have a tendency to bottle. We have a tendency to bottle how we feel. So that's saying, I used to work this job when I lived in Boston. I was bar backing. And after a while, it got monotonous, and it got to the point where I just didn't want to do it anymore. And instead of talking to, say, my boss and asking, they were working me like a dog. I was working mostly every day. But instead of asking for time off, I just bottled it up and I just kept showing up to work, and my mood got worse and worse and worse until I freaked out and be like, I don't know. I ended up quitting. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. So we all do it. We all bottle things up, but men especially, we tend to bottle things up. We need to be vocal about how we feel. Even if it's just with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. That's the throat chakra. When we're not honest with ourselves, our communication with others is deprived. If I say I'm okay, everything's going to be okay, I'm lying to myself, because I'm not okay. I'm not doing okay. And when you lie to yourself, it's not going to be okay, because you're bound to, again, that bottle's about to burst. So it's important that we are honest with ourselves. So, video's getting a little long, guys. So, till tomorrow, peace, love, happiness. Stay well. Own the day, guys. Own your day. Do everything in your power to accomplish and do the things that you want to do. Love.